Well, for those of you who have already gotten your workout in this morning, you're going to want to hear about Peloton's earnings. Peloton out with earnings this morning and the company's first earnings report since CEO Barry McCarthy took the reins. The stock is down heavily here pre-market by about 17%. This was a miss on both the top and bottom lines here. Soz, you and I were listening to the earnings call before the show started, and I think across the board, there were declines in categories that should be an absolute kind of terror sign if you are looking at some of the different line items in here. One of which that I'll call out, the year-over-year decline in connected fitness products revenue, down 42% here. And that's the bread and butter for this business as well.
I told myself I'm going to stay calm on Peloton, so I am. I'm going to try to follow through on that. But brutal quarter. Yeah. Brutal earnings call. This was Barry McCarthy's first earnings call as CEO. You and I were listening to it. Wasn't very confidence-inspiring. A couple things that stood out to me. As we talked about yesterday with Uber, free cash flow is the most important metric with regard to upstart tech companies now in the market. Peloton said it burned through $767 million in free cash flow in the most recent quarter. They don't see being free cash flow positive until sometime next year, they said on the call. Secondarily, and I'm surprised Barry McCarthy, a veteran executive, he helped take Spotify public, helped essentially birth Netflix. He said on the earnings release that they are, quote, thinly capitalized. To drop that type of comment in this very nervous tech market, I find it shocking. And I'm surprised that Barry would drop a comment like this. Now, I think the next shoe to drop here is that Peloton secures some form of outside investment. Now, they did not announce that on this earnings release, but they did note they have secured a line of credit with JP Morgan. But still, when you hear a veteran executive say you're thinly capitalized, that is a major red flag, and you have to wonder if current investors are going to get diluted even more if they get outside financing.
Two words come to mind when you say that. Kitchen sink. This is the kitchen sink quarter. Maybe. You look skeptical.
Maybe.
But maybe that's what he was thinking, right? Let's get out all of the bad news. Let's just open the kimono, to use another bad analogy, and let people know what's going on here. Be fully transparent. Have the stock drop.
Yeah.
And, you can always surprise to the upside. It's better to let people know perhaps what all the bad potentials are and then come in and beat those expectations. Maybe that's the thinking. I don't know.
Sandbagging at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Well, even the guidance for the fourth quarter was bad. They came up, and you see we had the graphic on. They're looking for adjusted operating profits in this fiscal quarter for Peloton of a loss of $120 million to $115 million. The Street was looking for a loss of $19 million. And what you and I heard on the earnings call, Brad, was they have begun testing a price increase for their monthly membership. So on June 1st, that will go from $39, I should know I'm a Peloton member, that will go to $44 a month. And they noted that they saw some cancellations. That is very concerning.
Well, a price increase at the time where the pipeline of digital fitness subscribers who actually convert to a connected device, that's also reduced significantly as well. Additions were down 53% in that category. And so the 28% year-over-year decline in average monthly workouts per connected fitness device subscription, that too doesn't help out with the selling mechanisms that this company has used when connected device subscribers finally get, and I use that very specifically because they have had those supply chain issues that they've had to wade through as well. Inventory stuck in warehouses. And so when they finally get that device, are they still using it as often? And does that help the Net Promoter Score? It's hurt them tremendously. They acknowledge that on the call, too.
I'm trying to log on to my Peloton account. I can't get on. I want to have to cancel my subscription for watching. No, I'm just kidding. But look, this is a challenging quarter. Now, we're seeing the stock come off the worst of the pre-market. But there was nothing encouraging in the release, nothing encouraging on the earnings call. And again, I would really be on the lookout for the next few weeks if they secure outside financing. I think Barry really signaled that to the market. But I will commend Peloton for this. He did redesign the company's shareholder letter. So it looks like more like an actual earnings release, less photos of the various trainers, less goofy, more a structured SEC document, which I happen to like because the company is in a turnaround.